This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. One of the things that I continue to talk about, I continue to bang on about, because it is so important, is the threat of white Christian nationalism. And there is a strange melding of white Christian nationalism and a worshipful attitude toward Donald Trump about his messianic role in American politics. It's very weird. It's, to be sure, it is sacrilegious. There's a figure out there named Jason Rapert, who's, I believe, a former legislator, a state legislator. He's the founder of the National Association of Christian Lawmakers. He is hell-bent on inflicting his particular view of what the Bible is on you and your daughter and your children and your grandchildren. He wants to bring us back, drag us back in a regressive manner to the 1950s when black and brown people absolutely were not equal and whites were supreme. This is what his stated objective is. And I want you to watch this bizarre clip where he is obviously a Donald Trump supporter, a Donald Trump voter, and he is supporting Donald Trump in 2024. Yet in this clip, he says we need to re-elect Jesus as leader of the country, as president of the United States in 2024, which is odd to me. It's like coded language that they are elevating Trump to this role, to this level of worshipfulness. And I don't think that it is hyperbole. I don't think that it's an exaggeration in any way to claim, to assert, to ponder, we'll say, what exactly is the message here? To say that we need to re-elect Jesus means we have elected him in the past, yet the only two candidates that are really viable at this very moment for the presidency are Joe Biden and Donald Trump. We know it's not going to be Joe Biden, so it's Donald Trump. So it's a direct comparison of Jesus Christ, who this man believes is God, to Donald Trump. It is one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. Anyway, I'll shut my mouth. Watch this.
It's really an upside down world, and I believe that God alone is the one that's able. And so as we enter that presidential election season, Representative Bentley, my hope is that the people of this nation will re-elect Jesus to be on the throne here again in our country. Because when the country started during the Revolution, one of their phrases is, "There is no king but King Jesus." And they knew that he was really the one that needed to be worshiped and needed to be responded to.
What is he talking about? It is indeed an upside-down world in white Christian nationalist world, is it not? Jesus ain't on the ballot, Jason Rapert. Donald Trump will be on the ballot, very likely, anyway. So what do you mean by this? With your made-up quote about there is no king but Jesus, like it was a famous saying during the Revolution, with the largely deist population of founders and legislators at the time. Listen, we are in there is a crossroads before us in America, and while I'm an optimistic character, I don't know that I have much faith that we're gonna pull this off unless people wake up to the very real dangers of a dystopian type of America that white male Republicans want to create for us. Listen, I'm from Idaho originally, born and raised in Idaho, and doctors are fleeing the state. OBGYNs are fleeing the state. Hospitals are shutting down maternity wards because white male Republicans, with their regressive, reactionary policies, are making it impossible for doctors to do their jobs because of wanting to drag us back to the 50s where women cannot seek reproductive health care. It's where we are. This is fascism. This is disgusting. And it's being led by assholes like Jason Rapert. White Christian nationalism is a scourge. It is a threat. It is a danger to the proper, normal functioning of this republic. Because they don't care if you do not have a faith tradition. They don't care if your faith tradition is something other than theirs. Their way will rule, and you will bend the knee. That is what they want, more than anything else. I'd love to know what you think. What's your opinion about Jason Rapert? 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would appreciate it very much. And if you appreciate me, if I bring you some value on a day-to-day basis or week-to-week basis or anytime, just now, if you got some value, please consider supporting my work, helping produce what I do inside this room. You can click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or even better, go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That is a method by which that we don't just get support for the podcast. It absolutely supports everything I'm doing right here. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I know that you care about this. We need to start sounding alarm bells and waking people up to the very real threats that face us. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.